flamboyant young Philadelphia woman, Donna Willard, once told her mother that she had a premonition about how she would die. She said she'd die young and violently, perhaps in a car crash. It seemed like the dramatic outburst of a carefree teenager. But looking back, Donna's prediction was alarmingly accurate. What she didn't predict was that she would be murdered, just days before she was supposed to testify at a grand jury hearing.
Sorry.
Donna was the kind of person people loved to be around.
What do you want, just a trim? Because it doesn't really look like
Her happiness seemed to be contagious. Although she was a single mother of 3, the oldest a 13-year-old, Donna was like a teenager herself.
Can you believe that one? I could not.
On a good day with Donna, the shop was busy, people coming in and out. Donna there with her cigarettes and a soda in her hand and just bubbly and talking to them and doing their hair, and had 2 waiting and 1, and don't worry, I'll squeeze you in. Nobody ever got denied an appointment by Donna. And if you came in and didn't have any money, it didn't matter. She would charge you $2. She would do it for nothing, whatever you had. You could always get a haircut from Donna.
In 1987, Donna was in a car that was rear-ended. Her boyfriend at the time, Doug Rao, jumped out of the car and confronted the driver. He was furious at the damage to his car, and even more angry to find that the other driver had no insurance. But Doug had a plan and got Donna to go along with it. He sent her to a man who could help them make some money from this accident, a Philadelphia lawyer named Robert Burke.
Don't worry about a thing, okay? I'll take care of everything. What you're going to do is we're going to sue...
Burke explained to Donna that they were going to sue Doug's insurance company and that she would have to go see a special doctor to establish what injury she had from the accident.
I have my own doctor.
No. You're going to go see... I have a specialist lined up for you, okay? Just for this type of incident. Now, on the way out, go see my secretary. And
Donna did go to another doctor to be checked and suffered some intestinal pain for a while. But by 2 months after the accident, she had put the whole thing behind her.
Here every day.
She also started dating someone new who she met at the beauty shop, Tom Terrell.
I told her I'd like to take her out, but I was working like 5 weeks in a row without a day off, and I said I'd like to take her out, but and I made a date for like 5 weeks from then, and she started laughing, and she said, "You're, something wrong with you."
All right, yeah, 5 weeks. If I'm still here, you come around, sure, why not? 5 weeks it is.
We got a date then.
Sure.
But Donna's old boyfriend, Doug, continued to be a persistent visitor to the beauty shop, usually wanting to talk to Donna about keeping up her visits to the doctor, even though Donna had long since stopped any medical treatment.
All right, I have been to the doctor. I am fine. Now this is over, and it's also over between us.
Doug would stop around, and I would hear he was over the house, and I'd say, "Donna, what's he doing over here?" And she said, "He came around to talk to me about this accident we had and all." And I said, "Well, evidently you're in pretty good shape now. Why don't you call the lawyer up and tell him that you went out of the accident?"
Donna did contact Burke, and as a result received a check from his personal account for $10,000. It was the most money she'd ever had.
Donna was thrilled to no end with the check. It's like, I can buy a little family car, the kids and I can really go. She took them to Clover shopping on Sundays. I mean, the girls had to get outfits every Sunday. You know, the latest outfit, they'd each get a new outfit every Sunday for behaving during the week for the babysitter and for Mom, and she was just thrilled to be done with it and go on with her life.
I love you. Come here. I love you.
But Donna's windfall from attorney Robert Burke was not actually a legal payment from an insurance company. Instead, it was part of a huge insurance scam.
Burke would use a doctor. They would be billing to insurance companies for people that were going to this doctor maybe 5 or 6 times a week, when in fact these persons did not go to the doctor. It inflated the medical bills, and it also inflated the pain and suffering type settlement that the insurance companies would give these people.
In early 1990, Burke learned that he was about to be indicted by a grand jury.
Bob Burke called on the phone and said to Donna, "Listen, I'm getting indicted by the grand jury." "Don't worry," he told her, "because it's nothing. They'll never prove anything, and I'll tell you exactly what to say."
Donna, this is Dr. Sagan. Doctor, you remember Donna, don't you?
He took her to Dr. Sagan's house
Don't you remember?
and told her she had to say she had seen him several times a week for the past year. And she said, "No way, I never saw that doctor in my life, and I'm not going to lie. because I'm not going to go to jail for someone else.
On March 1st, 1990, Donna received a subpoena to appear before the grand jury of Delaware County 10 days later.
Well, we never, hardly ever heard from Doug, and then all of a sudden, when this investigation started on March 1st, when she got the subpoena, then Doug called all the time and tried to talk to Donna, tried to persuade Donna to what he felt, like his opinion.
She also received a phone call from Burke.
Yeah?
Bob Burke called Donna on the phone, and Donna got off of the phone and said to me, Dee, that was Bob Burke. And Bob Burke told me, if I don't lie in front of the grand jury and testify on his behalf, I will be found dead with 2 bullets in my head.
Well, if I lie, I perjure myself. If I don't, I get 2 bullets in my head.
Donna had come to me and she said, I refuse to lie, but I am scared to death.
On March 6th, 4 days before the grand jury hearing, Donna was putting her children to bed a little after 9.
And then a knock came at the door, and I went downstairs and said, Mom, should I get it? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And as I was walking upstairs, I said, good night, Mom, I love you. And my mom opened the door, and he grabbed her, and she started to scream my name. Dad! 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 And then he shot her. So then we ran outside, and we knocked on the neighbor's door. 2 people ran out and went in my house, and just to make sure that she was all right, but she wasn't. She died instantly.
Lieutenant Joseph Whitty was the first detective to arrive on the scene.
It appears that there may have been a middleman involved, that this may have been a ordered hit. The person who came to the door knew his target. He knew what he wanted to do. There was no ransacking the house. There was no robbery. It appeared that the purpose for the crime was to kill Donna Willard.
Neighbors reported seeing a hooded man running east on Reedland Street, where a car was lit.
The United States Attorney wanted to work with the Philadelphia Police Department in their homicide investigation because of the belief, the very strong belief, that that murder related very definitely to the accident fraud investigations. Attorney Robert Burke was arrested on May 7th of 1990 on a federal warrant incidental to acts of obstruction. The arrests were made by members of the Philadelphia Homicide Squad and FBI agents based upon that federal warrant.
Robert Burke pled guilty in federal court to 97 counts, combined fraud and obstruction of justice, and is now awaiting sentencing.
The FBI is focusing, along with the police department, their efforts on identifying the composite suspect and continuing to develop witnesses who we believe still possess information as to what plans and efforts went into the murder of Donna Willard.
It's like a movie. You're just standing there waiting for the movie to end, but it hasn't ended yet. And until they find who did it, I guess it never will end for me, because I can't put her to rest. And the children are still afraid because that person's still out there.
This is the composite picture of the suspect. Witnesses say he was wearing black shoe polish on his face at the time of the murder. He is described as a white male about 30 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, medium build. He was wearing a checkered shirt, a blue hooded sweatshirt, black pants, and high-top tan-colored work boots. The Citizens Crime Commission of Philadelphia has a $1,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of the murderer of Donna Willard.
Well, when we were at the funeral, me and Donna just got done putting our flower on, and the sun came out real strong. And I looked at my grandmother, and so did Donna, and Donna said, my mom just got, she said, Mom, we just got to heaven.